So a German soldier walks into the bar. And writes a literary masterpiece that will one day see him exiled from Germany by none other than the Nazi Party. This man was Erich Maria Remarque, and the novel that he wrote was All Quiet on the Western Front. What's up everyone, Mark here with InfoFeed Daily, and today we have 43 facts for you about All Quiet on the Western Front. This will include facts about not only the newest iteration on Netflix, but also the two original films, the book, and the legendary man who started it all, Erich Maria Remarque. But before we get started, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and make sure to comment down below what topic you'd like to see us cover next. Now let's get on with it. Erich Maria Remarque was the author of All Quiet on the Western Front. Erich Maria Remarque was born as Erich Paul Remarque in Osnabrück, Germany, on June 22, 1898. Erich eventually changed his middle name to Maria in honor of his mother, Anna Maria. Erich then changed the spelling of his last name, Remarque, to Remarque, when he published All Quiet on the Western Front to honor his French ancestry. During World War I, Erich was conscripted, or drafted as they say in the States, into the German Imperial Army. Erich was assigned to the 15th Reserve Infantry Regiment, where he engaged the enemies of Germany in trench warfare in Belgium. Erich was wounded 4 times in battle, before being severely wounded by shrapnel and medevaced to an army hospital, in which he spent most of his remainder of the war. After the war, Erich worked as everything from an elementary school teacher to a race car driver. Erich started writing when he was 16. His first public work was titled The Dream Room and was released in 1920. Serving in the Great War had left Erich traumatized and angry, and this served as his motivation to write All Quiet on the Western Front. All Quiet on the Western Front was written in 1927, but wasn't published until 1929. All Quiet on the Western Front was overnight success in Germany, selling over 1 million copies the year of its release. The novel would shortly go on to be translated into 12 different languages and rise to international fame. The novel mainly stood out against other war novels due to its realistic depiction of the brutality of war, also illustrating the psychological effects of war on humans, specifically the young ones who fight them. For these reasons, All Quiet on the Western Front is considered a genre-defining work. Not everyone loved All Quiet on the Western Front. Many German nationals felt like it was insulting to the German soldiers and condemned the novel. Some people of note were members of the German National Socialist Party. You know, the ones we can't say it here on YouTube for the sake of demonetization. But hey, it rhymes with Hotzi and comes with a side of Adolf Hitler. When the National Socialist Party took control of Germany, All Quiet on the Western Front was one of the first books blacklisted and burned out in public. Because Erich refused to relent his views on the war and continued to publish works that criticized not only the war, but Adolf himself. In 1938, Erich's German citizenship was revoked. Because of this, Erich immigrated to the United States and became a naturalized citizen by 1947. Erich spent most of his life in the US, partying it up in New York and dating many actresses. Erich would eventually retire to Switzerland with his wife, Golden Age actress Paulette Goddard, where he would pass away peacefully in 1970. Not bad for a soldier. Netflix's upcoming film is based on the book, and actually this marks the 3rd time the novel has been adapted for a screenplay. The first film adaptation, All Quiet on the Western Front, was released for the silver screen on August 24, 1930. It was produced by Universal Pictures and lauded as the most graphic and bloody war film of its time. If a German wished to see the film before 1956, they would have to travel to Switzerland just to watch it in theaters, because of the persecution from the Socialist Party. Naturally, the film was eventually banned in Germany by the same folks who have the political pull to do so. A great number of the 2,000 extras used in the film were in fact German World War I veterans who had moved to the United States after the war. The iconic scene out of the film, in which a soldier is being blown up by artillery, leaving only his hands gripping the barbed wire, was actually based on a true story of one of the extras told to the director, Louis Milestone. Many of the officers in the film are in fact former German soldiers. The film would cost $1.2 to $5 million to produce. That would be equivalent to $22 million. And in modern standards, that would be equivalent to $168,000 in 2022. It grossed about $3 million at the box office worldwide, or $53 million in today's US dollar. The film would go on to be nominated for 9 Academy Awards, winning 7. All Quiet on the Western Front netted Universal Pictures as its first Best Picture Oscar. The second film adaptation for All Quiet on the Western Front was made for the small screen in 1979. The production was a joint effort between US and UK teams, and was filmed in Soviet-occupied Czechoslovakia. Legendary character actor Ernest Borgnine played Stanislas Kaczynski in the 1979 release. The 1979 adaptation is commonly shown in American schools when classes are studying the novel. This has been in practice going all the way back to the release of the film. And that brings us to Netflix adaptation, All Quiet on the Western Front, slated to release October 7th, 2022. This Netflix version will be directed by Edward Berger and will be starring Daniel Brühl and Albert Schuch. And if it didn't seem obvious already, this is going to be rated R. Sorry kids. The production team is firm that the film will not be a remake of either the first 2 films, but a fresh adaptation of the novel. The goal of All Quiet on the Western Front has never been to glorify war, but to tell the truth about it. It has been said by many reviewers that Netflix adaptation stays true to this sentiment. The Netflix adaptation will be the first version of the film directed by a German citizen. That's all we have for you today. Naturally, if we missed something fun or interesting about All Quiet on the Western Front, please leave a comment down below and let us know what topic you'd like to see us cover next. Thank you for watching. And please make sure to click on the link here to check out our other videos covering various topics.